Hey everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Welcome back to another video on the crypto channel. Today we are looking at Toshi. Weekly update on the project. I like to keep you guys covered on a weekly basis for the majority of the projects that I present to you. Toshi is flying. There might be like a little more slight risk involved with this project because it is a meme coin. And there's always that small level of risk with meme coins, but at the same time, it is becoming so established, popular. It already had a significant pump, which kind of shows us the potential as to what it could do. Um, Obviously, there is so much gas left in the tank for Toshi, so we are going to be seeing so much more pumping happen, obviously, this bull cycle. It is a great entry point right now, but we're going to take a look at the chart specifically and take a look at those updates, the numbers, exchange listings, all that good stuff, and do a thorough update. But stick with me, it's going to be a great video. And without further ado, let's head on over to the chart. All right, we have the all-time chart up here. I wanted to start with this view today. If this is not like the most bullish looking chart, look at all this pumping that happened, you know, as far back as last year in April. This was showing signs of potential. Then kind of went down and a little bit of a market crash that we had back in August, if everyone remembers that. Then in the beginning of this year, we see it shoot up. And this is what I would call the pre-pumps. Went up to 001488, an all-time high of that. 1488, 00, that's two zeros. And this kind of is like the pre-pumps. Maybe you want to call it the fake pumps, but it kind of just shows you the potential that it's going to surge, and it adds to the value of the project, and it kind of surges like that. I always say get people's eyes open on the project. It's kind of like a way for the project to say, "Hey, look at me! Like I'm pay attention. I'm about to really surge and pump." And it's just kind of a way to get people's eyes on the project. Obviously, the project is not doing that intentionally. I'm not saying it's a manipulated pump, but usually the initial pumps like that are a way to, have people pay more attention to the project. People usually pay more attention when they see an initial pump like that, and it surges really, really high. Now it's only natural for the numbers to come back down in a short-term correction after surging up that high, because it literally went from 3 zeros 1333 to 2 zeros 14. That's quite a spike, so this is only natural. But we see it coming back up again. Just a week or so ago on May 12th, it was at 3 zeros 85.17. We're currently working with a price of 3 zeros 77.39. So it is on its way back up. The one day view 24-hour chart is looking good. We're up a little bit here, 6.53%. We have a low of 3 zeros 71.68, and we have a high of 3 zeros 78.12, and it's kind of staying in that range. Very minor fluctuations, if any. A little bit of red here for the week, not a problem though, only down 2.92%. And then the month, and the month is looking super bullish. And as you zoom out more, I've said this so many times in all of my, well, not all of my videos, but a lot of my videos. And this is something I've said like from the beginning since I started covering crypto. The more you zoom out, the more you get a clearer picture on a project. the more you get a clearer idea of what's actually going on. So when you zoom in, you're going to see more red because you're honing in on all those tiny little fluctuations. So for when people look at this, especially beginners, they look at the 7 day and they're like, whoa, it's all red. That looks terrible. Well, when you go to the 1 month view, you'll see that all of this is really just this, which is nothing and it's normal and it's just a normal fluctuation. So it's still in the green for the month. So I always, tell people zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. The 1 year view also looks super bullish, and we are on our way back up to the top for sure, 112.76%. I would keep buying this. I mean, obviously the time to have bought it maybe was down here or down here. Um, Not always like the optimal buying time to buy a project when it's in the middle of pumping. You want to get it before it gets ready to pump, but still not a bad time to buy. Um, you want to I keep topping off my Toshi bag, so it's not a bad time to buy at all. So if this hit an all-time high and went to about 0.001, let's do a little bit of math. Then after we do the math, we're going to go down to the exchange listings because I want to take a look at that, see what's going on there. I I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I love focusing on exchange listings. It's just I like to predict like what is going to be the next listing, what do they need, what don't they have. So a 50x would put this at about 3 cents. I think this could go to about a 50x from here. And a 70x. Now remember, guys, my price predictions are not written in stone. I am just giving you an idea of what's doable. 50 to 70x, baby. I think definitely a 50x though. For sure. It's because it's going to hit this again, this all-time high, 0.001, and probably soon in either June or July. But then we have like the entire fall to get through for this bull cycle. So beyond that, it's probably going to go up to we'll see it hit 1 cent for sure, and then it'll probably go obviously beyond 1 cent. So I'm thinking about this has about a 50x left in it, but I'll give it a range of about 50 to 70x. But yeah, we will definitely see this hit 1 cent. It's just a matter of how far over 1 cent it's going to go. So if you want to opt in now, you could still make a good chunk of money on this. Why is Toshi so valuable? It's a meme coin. It's that's become so popular first and foremost for various reasons, and it has already kind of hit mainstream. It's a cat coin. The cat narrative as well as the dog narrative is very hot this bull cycle, and it's on Coinbase. That is huge right there. Coinbase next to Robinhood is probably one of the top main exchanges you can get for a project. In addition to that, it has crypto.com and Kraken. So this is already in the tier 1 realm. Has established its value, but at the same time, it's got a 24.03 sorry, not I'm reading the volume. At the same time, it has a $316.44 million market cap, but the price is at 3077.54. This has so much more room to surge. So this bull cycle is going to be the prime bull cycle for Toshi. I'm not sure what it's going to look like in 4 years when we have another bull cycle. There might be a little bit of pumping potential left, but I don't know. It could be over. I can't predict that, but I can tell you that this bull cycle is the time for Toshi. Now is the time to buy it because this bull cycle is going to be the bull cycle that it surges. It's set up that way. It launched when did it launch? It launched in 2023. with not much pumping until last year, 2024. But remember, last year, 2024, was preparation for this bull cycle. Technically, last year, with the Bitcoin halving, was the beginning of this bull cycle. So this coin is established and in preparation for this bull cycle. So all the magic for Toshi is going to happen this bull cycle. Community sentiment on this is looking pretty good. 141.3K votes. 87% are bullish, 13% are bearish. Get your Toshi bag guys. This is something you're going to want to have for sure. It's one of my favorites this bull cycle and has really proven its value and remains a very popular pick for this bull cycle. Just a few things before I end this video. I have booking going on. I want to welcome you all to the Crypto Channel VIP. I'm offering one-on-one coaching and portfolio reviews with some other perks. If you're interested, follow the link in the description section. I have two options. Just click on the join button. I am offering one-on-one calls as well as a monthly annual option for monthly calls with me. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. That is your direct line to direct communication with me. So we literally get on a call, talk, get to know one another, and I'll help you out with all your questions. Especially, it's great if you're a newbie to crypto in general, and especially if this is your first bull cycle. So check that out. Social media links are in the description section as well. Instagram, X, Discord server. Give me a follow on those. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.